A life where chaos doesn't rattle you, where work doesn't swallow your soul, and every day feels purposeful, sound like a dream. It's the Stoic way. Welcome to Daily Stoic Habits. I'm thrilled you're here to explore how ancient wisdom can transform your modern hustle. If you're new, hit that subscribe button for Daily Stoic Habits and ring the bell so you never miss a dose of practical philosophy. Let's dive into Stoicism, a 2,000-year-old playbook for thriving under pressure. Born in ancient Greece and Rome, it was the go-to mindset for emperors like Marcus Aurelius, who ruled an empire while staying calm, and Seneca, a writer who faced exile with unshakable grit. Even Epictetus, a former slave, used Stoicism to find freedom in his mind. These guys weren't just thinkers, they lived it, and their secret? Focusing on what truly matters. In today's world, where emails pile up, deadlines loom, and life feels like a treadmill, Stoicism is your reset button. Why does balance matter? Ever feel like you're juggling flaming torches? Work, family, personal goals, and one wrong move could burn it all down? That's where Stoicism shines. It's not about escaping stress, but mastering it. It teaches you to prioritize, to let go of what you can't control, and to find peace in the grind. Imagine ending your day not exhausted, but fulfilled, with energy for the people and passions you love. That's the promise of Stoic balance. This video is your guide to making that happen. We'll unpack Stoic principles that cut through the noise, showing you how to stay steady in a chaotic world. From taming workplace stress to carving out time for what lights you up. These tools are practical, timeless, and ready to use. So, grab a coffee, settle in, and let's explore how Stoicism can bring harmony to your work and life. Stoicism, born in the bustling streets of ancient Greece and Rome, offers a lifeline for navigating today's relentless pace. It's not just philosophy, it's a practical toolkit for finding calm amidst chaos, purpose in the grind, and balance between work and life. At its core, three principles stand out: the dichotomy of control, amor fati, and memento mori. These ideas, championed by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, aren't dusty relics, but living tools to anchor you in a world of deadlines and distractions. Let's unpack how they can transform your daily experience. Start with the dichotomy of control. Stoicism's cornerstone. Life throws curveballs, traffic jams, a micromanaging boss, or a project gone sideways. The Stoic secret: zero in on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Everything else, let it go. Picture yourself prepping for a big presentation. You can control your research, your delivery, your effort. But whether the audience claps or the deal lands, that's not your call. By focusing on your input, you sidestep the stress of outcomes. It's like decluttering your mind. Suddenly, you're not wrestling with what's out of reach. At work, this means pouring energy into tasks you can shape, like meeting a deadline, while releasing worry about a coworker's mood. In life, it's choosing to stay patient when plans derail. This principle is your mental shield, keeping you steady when chaos swirls. It's not about ignoring problems, but mastering where you place your focus. Next, amor fati, love of fate. This isn't passive acceptance, but an active embrace of everything life hands you, good or bad. Think of a time you faced a setback and missed promotion, a botched project. Instead of stewing, amor fati invites you to see it as part of your story. That failure, it might teach resilience or spark a better idea. In the workplace, this mindset is a game changer. A tough client meeting goes south. Rather than sulking, you lean into it, learning to communicate better next time. A delayed launch, it's a chance to refine your work. This isn't blind optimism, it's finding value in the struggle. Outside work, amor fati shifts how to handle personal lows. A fight with a friend becomes a moment to practice forgiveness. A rainy day ruins your plans. You savor the coziness of staying in. By loving your fate, you stop battling reality and start dancing with it. It's like turning life's stumbles into steps of growth. This principle builds resilience, making you not just endure challenges, but thrive through them, infusing every moment with purpose. Finally, memento mori, remember you will die. It sounds heavy, but it's a wake-up call to live fully. Time is finite, and Stoics like Seneca use this truth to sharpen their focus. Picture yourself caught in a loop of mindless scrolling, or slogging through tasks that don't matter. Memento. Mori snaps you out of it. Every hour counts. At work. This means prioritizing projects that align with your goals over busy work. Why waste an afternoon on a low-impact task when you could tackle something meaningful? In your personal life, it's choosing connection over distraction. Imagine skipping another late-night email to call a loved one or enjoy a quiet walk. This principle isn't about fear, it's about clarity. It asks, what's worth your time? By keeping mortality in mind, you cut through the noise of trivialities. It's like a compass, guiding you to spend your days on what lights you up, whether that's a passion project, a heartfelt conversation, or simply being present. Memento mori doesn't steal joy. It amplifies it, reminding you to savor the now. These three principles: control, love of fate, and awareness of time form Stoicism's backbone. They're not abstract ideals, but daily practices. The dichotomy of control frees you from pointless worry, letting you act with intention. Amor fati turns obstacles into opportunities. Building grit and gratitude, memento mori keeps your priorities sharp, ensuring you live, not just exist. Together, they create a framework for balance, helping you navigate work's demands and life's joys with equal steadiness. But knowing them isn't enough, you have to live them. Start small, pause to consider what's in your control today, embrace one challenge with openness, or reflect on how you're spending your hours. These ideas, though ancient, are timeless, offering a path to a life that's not just productive, but deeply fulfilling. The workplace can feel like a pressure cooker. Deadlines loom, inboxes overflow, and tensions simmer. Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom, turns this chaos into a proving ground for focus and resilience. By applying Stoic principles, you can master your time, keep emotions in check, and set boundaries that protect your energy. Let's dive into how these ancient tools can make your workday not just bearable, but empowering. First, time management and priorities. Ever stare at a to-do list that feels like a mountain? Stoicism's dichotomy of control is your climbing gear. Focus on what's in your power, your effort, your planning, and let go of what's not. Like a colleague's delay or a client's sudden pivot, picture yourself at your desk, swamped with tasks. Instead of panicking, you ask, what can I control? Maybe it's tackling the report due tomorrow or scheduling a key meeting. The rest office gossip, server crashes gets no mental real estate. This clarity is freeing. A Stoic practice called negative visualization takes it further. Before a big project, imagine what could go wrong. A glitchy presentation, a missed deadline. Now prep for those risks. Double check your slides, confirm the timeline, or have a backup plan. This isn't pessimism, it's strategy. By anticipating hiccups, you stay one step ahead, working with precision instead of reacting to fires. The result: you're not just checking boxes, you're driving outcomes. Your day becomes a series of intentional choices, not a frantic race. This approach also means saying no to low-value tasks. If a meeting doesn't serve your goals, skip it or delegate. Stoicism teaches you to guard your time like a treasure, ensuring every hour counts. Now, emotions. The office can be an emotional roller coaster, a snarky email, a critical boss, or the sting of a rejected idea. Stoicism's answer: don't react, respond. The Stoic pause is your secret weapon, a brief moment to breathe and choose your move. Imagine a coworker snaps at you during a team call. Your instinct might be to bite back, but you pause. You ask, can I control their attitude? No. Can I control my response? Yes. Maybe you reply calmly, diffusing the tension, or let it pass, preserving your peace. This pause isn't suppression, it's power. It lets you act from reason, not impulse. Picture a high-stakes moment, like a performance review. Your manager critiques your work, and your stomach knots. Instead of defending or shutting down, you take a beat. You listen, nod, and respond thoughtfully, maybe even asking for feedback. This composure earns respect and keeps you grounded. Over time, the pause becomes muscle memory. You're not numb to emotions, you're their master. This skill shines in conflicts, too. A tense negotiation, you stay steady, focusing on facts, not feelings. A rude client, you respond with professionalism, not pettiness. Stoicism doesn't make you cold. It makes you the calm center of any storm, projecting strength without drama. Finally, boundaries. In a world of 24/7s, connectivity, work creeps into every corner of life. Emails at midnight, quick favors on weekends. Stoicism says, draw a line. Think of Marcus Aurelius, who, despite ruling an empire, carved out time for reflection. You can do the same. Start by defining your limits. Maybe it's no work emails after 6 p.m. or keeping weekends sacred unless it's urgent. Communicate these clearly. If a colleague pushes for just one more task, channel Epictetus. Focus on what's yours to control, like your workload, not their expectations. A polite, I'm booked today, but let's schedule for tomorrow, works wonders. This isn't rudeness, it's discipline. Boundaries also mean unplugging. Try a digital sunset. Shut off devices after hours to reclaim your evening. Picture the relief of a quiet night. No notifications, just you and a book or a loved one. This isn't just self-care, it's strategy. A rested mind is sharper, more creative, and less prone to burnout. Boundaries also protect your focus during work hours. If a coworker interrupts with non-urgent chatter, redirect them kindly. Let's catch up later. I'm deep in this project. Stoicism teaches you to value your attention as much as your time. These limits don't make you less committed, they make you more effective. You show up fully when it matters, not drained from overextending. Stoicism in the workplace is about action, not theory. You won't always nail it. Some days, you'll get sucked into drama or miss a boundary. That's okay. Seneca didn't preach perfection, he preached progress. Each time you prioritize a task, pause before reacting, or protect your time, you're building a stoic muscle. The payoff? A workday that feels less like survival and more like mastery. You're not just clocking hours, you're shaping outcomes, staying calm under pressure, and leaving work with energy for life. These practices don't just help you cope, they help you thrive, setting the stage for balance beyond the office. While work demands focus, your personal life is where balance blooms. Stoicism, with its call to live deliberately, offers a roadmap to cultivate habits, deepen relationships, and uncover meaning beyond the office. These ancient principles, rooted in the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, aren't just for surviving, they're for thriving. Let's explore how Stoicism can transform your daily life into one of purpose, connection, and fulfillment. Begin with healthy habits. Stoicism isn't only about mental clarity. It's about grounding yourself in routines that sustain body and mind. Picture waking up not to a blaring alarm and a frantic phone scroll, but to a quiet moment of intention. This is Stoic mindfulness, a practice of anchoring yourself in the present. Try 5 minutes each morning. Sit still, focus on your breath, or write down one thing you're thankful for. It's not yoga retreat fluff, it's a reset button for your day. Now, consider your physical health. Stoics like Seneca saw the body as a vessel for wisdom. A simple routine, 20 minutes of movement, a balanced meal, or 7 hours of sleep builds resilience. Ever notice how a good night's rest sharpens your patience? That's Stoicism at work. Picture a brisk walk after dinner, the air cool, your mind clearing, or swapping a late-night snack for a piece of fruit. These choices aren't glamorous, but they compound. They're not about chasing a perfect physique, but about showing up stronger for life's demands. Slip up, skip a workout, or stay up too late. Don't sweat it. Stoicism values progress over perfection. Each small act, choosing water over soda, stretching for 5 minutes, lays a foundation for a steadier you. Next, relationships. Life's richest moments often come from connection, family dinners, late-night chats with friends, even a kind nod to a neighbor. Stoicism, far from being stoic in the modern sense, champions empathy and patience. Epictetus taught that you can't control others' actions, only your response. When a friend cancels plans, Or a sibling snaps, take a beat, ask, can I control their mood? No. Can I control my reaction? Yes. Maybe you listen without judgment or respond with a calm, I hear you. This is Stoic kindness, not bending to others' whims, but meeting them with understanding. Make time for connection. Picture an evening, devices off, sharing a meal with loved ones. No grand gestures, just presence. Schedule it like a meeting, an hour for coffee with a friend, a call with your parents. These moments recharge you. Quality matters more than quantity. A 20-minute heart-to-heart trumps a distracted day together. Stoicism also urges forgiveness. Holding a grudge, it's like carrying a backpack of bricks. Let it go, not for them, but for you. Picture the relief of releasing resentment after a petty argument. These practices patience, presence, forgiveness weave a network of relationships that ground you, making life's highs sweeter and its lows bearable. Finally, finding meaning. Stoicism pushes you beyond surface-level goals, wealth, likes, status to what truly drives you. What's your North Star? A Stoic practice called journaling helps you find it. At night, grab a notebook and reflect. What went well today? Where did I stumble? This isn't a diary, but a mirror for your values. Maybe you realize you cherish creativity, but haven't written in weeks. So, block 30 minutes to jot a story, or perhaps connection fills you. So you plan a game night with friends. These reflections align your actions with your core, giving, your day's purpose. Another Stoic tool is gratitude. Before bed, list 3 things that spark joy: a warm coffee, a stranger's smile, a quiet moment. This isn't cheesy self-help, it's rewiring your brain to see abundance. Picture the shift. Instead of dwelling on a tough day, you savor small wins. Over time, gratitude makes challenges feel lighter, like clouds parting. Meaning also comes from embracing imperfection. Life is messy. Stoics knew it. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself about staying steady despite setbacks. Miss a goal, snap at someone. Don't spiral. Acknowledge it, learn, and move on. This self-compassion keeps you moving forward, not stuck in guilt. Stoicism in your personal life is about intention. It's the morning pause that sets your tone, the patience that deepens a bond, the reflection that reveals your purpose. You won't overhaul everything overnight, nor should you. Seneca didn't demand flawlessness. He valued effort. Start small. Try a 5-minute reflection or a kind gesture today. These acts ripple, reshaping how you live. The payoff, a life that feels fuller. Not because you've added more, but because you've leaned into what matters. Relationships grow stronger, habits take root, and meaning emerges from the everyday. This isn't just balance, it's richness. Embracing Stoicism sounds transformative, calm in chaos. Purpose and routine, but the road isn't always smooth. Old habits cling like stubborn vines, and life's pressures, from demanding jobs to social expectations, can test your resolve. Yet, Stoicism isn't about instant mastery. It's about steady progress. Let's unpack the common hurdles you'll face and practical ways to push through. Keeping your balance intact. One major challenge is breaking old patterns. You've spent years reacting on impulse, snapping at a rude email, doom scrolling instead of sleeping, or saying yes to every request. Stoicism asks you to rewire this autopilot, and that's tough. Your brain loves the familiar, even when it's unhelpful. Add to that the modern workplace, where urgency is king. A boss piles on tasks, or a client's crisis demands your weekend. It's easy to slip back into stress mode, forgetting to pause or prioritize outside work. Social pressures don't help. Friends might roll their eyes at your weird journaling habit, or Instagram screams that you're not hustling hard enough. These forces, internal wiring and external noise, make Stoic habits feel like swimming upstream. So, how do you overcome this? Start small. Stoicism thrives on incremental wins. Instead of overhauling your life, pick one practice. Try a 5-minute morning reflection. Jot down what you can control today. It's bite-sized, doable, and builds momentum. Overwhelmed at work? Use the Stoic pause, one deep breath before responding to a heated email. These tiny acts stack up, rewiring your habits. Without the shock of drastic change, consistency beats intensity. If you miss a day, don't spiral. Stoics like Seneca forgave themselves for slip-ups, focusing on the next step, not the stumble. Picture yourself planting seeds. Each small action grows into a stronger mindset. Another hurdle is isolation. Stoicism can feel solitary when your coworkers chase deadlines or friends prioritize drama over depth. You might wonder, am I doing this alone? The fix: seek support. You don't need a Stoic guru, just resources that reinforce your path. Pick up a book like Marcus Aurelius' Meditations or Epictetus' Discourses, short, punchy wisdom you can read in 10-minute bursts. Podcasts are gold, too. Look for ones unpacking Stoic ideas with real-world tips, perfect for your commute. Online communities, like forums or social media groups, connect you with others trying to live intentionally. Even one like-minded friend can make a difference. Share a quick chat about your Stoic experiments. These touch points remind you you're not alone, fueling your commitment without demanding ours. Patience is the final piece. Stoicism isn't a quick fix. You'll still get frustrated or lose focus. Life doesn't pause for your growth. The key is self-compassion. Picture a Stoic like Seneca, reflecting at day's end, not beating himself up, but learning. If you snap at a colleague or skip your gratitude practice, note it, adjust, and keep going. Progress is jagged, not linear. Celebrate small wins. Maybe you stayed calm in a meeting or said no to extra work. These are victories. Over time, they compound, turning Stoic principles into second nature. The path to Stoic balance has its thorns, but that's the point. Growth comes through effort. Old habits, external pressures, and impatience will test you. But with small steps, supportive resources, and self-forgiveness, you'll move forward. These challenges aren't roadblocks, they're part of the journey. We've traveled through the heart of Stoicism, uncovering tools to harmonize your work and life. From the dichotomy of control, teaching you to focus on what's yours to shape, to amor fati, embracing every twist of fate, and memento mori, reminding you to live with purpose. These principles are your compass. They guide you to manage time, tame emotions, set boundaries, nurture habits, strengthen bonds, and find meaning. Challenges will arise, but with small steps and patience, you'll carve a path of balance. Now, it's your turn. Don't aim for perfection. Stoicism is practice, not a finish line. Pick one idea from today. Maybe pause before reacting to stress, or jot down 3 things you're grateful for tonight. These small acts ripple, reshaping your days. Picture a life where you're steady amid chaos, present with loved ones, and clear on what matters. That's the Stoic promise, and it starts with your next choice. Due to time constraints, we'll wrap up here. I hope this video has been helpful. If it sparks even a tiny shift for you, I'm deeply fulfilled. Save it to your playlist to revisit anytime. Please like and share. Sometimes the right message at the right moment can change a life. And don't forget to subscribe to Daily Stoic Habits and hit the bell to catch our next valuable video. Goodbye, and see you soon.